Hello and thanks for watching this short video focused on QuickBooks payments within QuickBooks Online. And when you send an invoice to your customer, they can just click a Pay Now button and go online and pay it either by credit card or put it in a bank and routing number, or ACH. So first off, where do you go to turn it on? I'm in my QuickBooks Online Plus file. This would work in Simple Start Essentials and Plus. And I'm just going to click on the gear icon or the actual company file name and go to Company Settings. And on the left, you'll see Payments. Before we click on that, I just wanted to show you under the sales preference, the sales setting, the online delivery. Go ahead and make sure you have online invoicing on so you can save and send invoices. And then go to Payments, and you'll see a Learn More as well as a Connect tab. Learn More will allow you to sign up. I went ahead and signed up for the pay-as-you-go, but there's also a $20 a month plan, which just has lower swipe rates. Or if you already have an existing merchant account service, you just click the Connect tab. But I'm already signed in, so you're not seeing those tabs. But here's where you can manage the details of your account. And also where do you want the payment deposits to go to, what expense account you're going to debit for the payment fees, and the CVV reminder option. Those are all editable just by clicking the little pencil icon at the right. Once you're done with that, you're pretty much ready to go. So to show you how it works, let's go ahead and click the plus sign and then Invoice. And I'm going to go ahead and create an invoice for a particular customer, and they're going to be paying by credit card. And I just did some services for them, and we'll say it was, $1.08. Put in your class location if you want, and we can go ahead and save and send the invoice. So the invoice was saved. At this point, here's where you can go ahead and send the email, and you of course can edit the text here. I'm going to let the customer pay by credit card, and then here's kind of my logo and etc. And of course you can do some customization to your sales forms in the company settings or by clicking that Customize tab at the bottom of your sales forms. I'm going to go ahead and click Send and Close right now. There it says, email sent to Clayton Adams at the top there. Also it'll be under the recent transactions. There it is. And if I happen to actually go to the particular customer in question, you'll see under the status column that I went ahead and sent out this invoice. Actually, I have two sent out to him, and here I go ahead and resend if I want, etc. But I'm not going to actually go receive a payment, because when they go to pay online, when they receive the invoice, that payment will come into QuickBooks Online and then close the invoice for me. So while we're waiting for that invoice to be sent to my email, for the scenario, I wanted to show you another situation where this would come in handy and really automate the data entry overall. If I go back to the gear icon and go to my recurring transactions list, let's go ahead and edit this particular recurring invoice. You can actually set up recurring invoice and schedule them to be automatically sent to the customer, and even pick up any unbilled activity, charges, time, expenses that have been charged to that customer. And then choose your interval and an end date, start date, etc. and set it up for online payment. So you don't have to create the invoice. QBO will create that for you, and then your customers, when they get the email that you're about to see that process, where I'm going to pretend I'm a customer and go through the payment side of it, where they're paying, the QBO user, a small business, for the services provided, the payment will automatically come in and take care of the invoice for you. So you don't really have to even create the invoice. After assuming you've already created the recurring transaction, you don't have to create the invoice, you don't have to receive the payment. So QBO handles that for you, and QuickBooks Payments makes that really easy for you, automating that data entry. So just wanted to show that other scenario. But let's go look at my email for a second, see if I got the email yet. Okay, so the QuickBooks Online small business user, I got their email. Now I am Clayton, I am his customer, and it just gives me an overview of the amount. Here's my invoice. We appreciate your prompt payment, or whatever message that he would have sent me. I can either send a message back to my invoicer, or I can choose to pay now, or just click View Invoice Now. Let's go ahead and view the invoice now. And here's what Clayton sees, as the customer. Of course, if Woody had put in the details of his company, I'd see the billing address as well. Bill to, my terms, etc. What was the activity, the rate, the full amount, balance due, even the company logo. And I can send a message to the invoicer if I want to, even add an attachment to that message. And then I'm going to go ahead and click Pay Now. So now Clayton, as the customer, is going to go Pay Now. And it's a real simple three-step process from the customer's standpoint. Put in the cardholder name. I'm not going to show you my credit card number, but that's where that would go, and you choose your expiration date, billing zip, and the CVV as well as the year, and then click Next, and I'll see you on the other side. Step 2, review and pay. So I haven't paid yet, but I can review it. Yep, there's the last four on my MasterCard. Looks good. I'm going to click Send Payment down on the lower right. And then finally, my payment has been sent, and both myself as the customer and, of course, the person who's running the business who uses QBO is going to get an email confirming all this. So I can go back to the invoice or just close out. Now let's go look at QuickBooks Online to see what happened in the invoice. Now I'm the small business owner here, Woody, and I can go to the recent transactions and I can see the payment there, or I can go to transactions and sales and I'll notice that, there's the $1.08 invoice and there's the payment, and obviously I can go to the invoice now and you see it's stamped paid, taken care of. If we were to go to the payment itself, again, this is what I did not have to do myself in QuickBooks Online, right? QuickBooks Payments did it for me. So there's that. There's also the situation, just to remind you of the recurring transactions. It'll just really help automate the data entry around invoicing and receiving payments from your customers in QuickBooks Online using QuickBooks Payments. Hope that was helpful. Have a great day.